What's going on, everybody, and welcome in to the first 4 downs. B. Scott.
Wait, hold on, dude. I didn't mean to clink.
He just banging.
That was the alcoholic clink, just like. Come on. All right.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome in to the first 4 downs, the Uncut Show, where we're talking about the quarterbacks and all the headline news in the NFL today. So, it's B. Scott. I'm here with
G.O.D.
And
What? Oh, third wheel.
yeah, third wheel is sleeping over there. And yeah, we're going to be talking about the quarterbacks. So.
I said bald as hell too.
You are golden bald, sir.
I am bald. That's done.
Really? Like,
It's like done. This whole thing right here is
You
just
finally shaved the shit?
done.
It's about goddamn time. Should did it fucking years ago.
Hey man, I was sitting at the house.
You be scared of the wrong shit. You be thinking motherfuckers don't think you like that. Nigga, you're fucking bald. You're a middle-aged motherfucker. It is what it is. Get over it.
no way, man. I'll tell you what, if I went bald, I'd be that dude rocking the long-ass locks, like hanging from the back of my neck. You know what I mean?
The full comb.
Oh my
Just,
god.
hey, just where I could comb it all the way down my back. You know
No.
what I mean? But it's like,
I
I ain't
want to
got no
come
more
over
time.
that's like 3 hairs.
You just want to
Just-
look like you just want to look like the Chiefs fucking kicker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But then you take your
Just
hat,
only in the back.
that's what I'm saying. You take your hat off and you're like skin bald.
Folding the Hulk Hogan. That's the Hulk Hogan.
God damn it. I'm not fucking with y'all. No more. Oh my god.
The Goldilocks in the back. Ready?
No, I'm not ready now. Fuck. I can't even have that visual in my mind. Let me think about something else. Just the yellow tight draws and bits.
You remember that? You remember that look? That bandana come off, that
Oh
motherfucker
my
bald
God.
and shit on top of it. When he had him on there.
Fucking Hulk Hogan. He had the worst finishing move of all time, by the way. It was a leg drop. Like, what kind of shit? You're not going to knock me out with a leg drop. What the fuck is that? Get out of here. You suck, Hulk Hogan.
That wasn't the finishing move. The finishing move was just listening to the crowd and every fucking corner before you did it. It's the build-up. It's not about the leg drop.
No, the leg drop
It's not lifting the ground.
The leg drop was the finishing move. It's like, what the fuck? There's a tombstone. There's the
Well,
fucking...
that's the people's
Oh, like-
elbow. People's
That's the
elbow, same
elbow.
thing. It's like,
exactly.
you
It
just
wasn't
dropped
the elbow. It was all this shit before you fucking dropped it.
Nigga, I'm dead.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The leg drop
I
don't scare
wound
me,
it
so-
up. I wound up the people's elbow.
That's not the finishing move, though.
Oh
Okay,
my
the finishing
God.
move was the rock bottom. All right.
Hey, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Tombstone, choke slam, the DDT, heartbreak kick, whatever the fuck that shit was called, Shawn Michaels had. And then you got the fucking leg drop by Hulk Hogan.
Hey.
Sucks.
Yeah. So before we get into today's content, don't forget, like the video, subscribe, share, thumb
Make sure
bell.
you thumb it.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Thumb it for sure.
Yeah.
Make sure to hit that thumb hard. Apple, Spotify, YouTube, all the channels you want to hear us on. Instagram,
Gotcha.
Facebook, all that good stuff. So we'll jump right into the first topic of the quarterbacks, obviously.
Into this shit.
Deshaun Watson. We
Yeah.
talked about him a little bit already. Texans, they're dug in. They're saying they're not going to trade him at all. We're not even listening to offers. Now, realize we got a month before, the free agency opening, the new season starts officially, calendar year. So, and then on top of that, we got to wait for draft to see. The closer we get between that mark and the draft, that's when a lot of stuff's going to start heating up, depending on the draft picks. So, they got to trade him. I mean, at this rate, it looks like he's gone.
He's worth multiple first rounders.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, it's that, right? Multiple first rounders or whatever you can possibly offer.
You probably get 2, at least.
I mean,
With-
of course,
with some extra.
especially if they got that for Stafford, right? You know what I'm saying? They set
Right.
the bar in that trade. That's exactly what that trade did, you know what I'm saying? Especially given that, at that time, the news was San Francisco was shopping Watson. You know what I'm saying? So they jumped out first and got Stafford. What they did by offering that package for Stafford, it set the bar on the Watson trade. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're getting that for Stafford, shit, I mean...
Yeah.
You got to pay a lot more for Watson, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
Considering, the competitiveness in that division, you know what I'm saying? You're going to be fighting Kyler Murray, Russell Wilson, and now Stafford with that dominant defense. So it's like, you're going to really have to pay for that and you probably give up some pieces on your team that you probably didn't even want to give up.
Yeah.
So it looks more like San Francisco will be looking into the draft to get a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't see if they're going to pay that ticket.
Yeah,
I mean,
of course.
That's a huge. You're going to have to get rid of Kittle or Bosa and probably 2 or 3 fucking first round picks. And that's a really steep price. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, of course.
Going back to Watson, I feel like that organization right now in the city of Houston, they're just in trouble. They have a problem. And, you know what I'm saying, it's very notable. All the stars are leaving there. And I feel like at this point, the McNairs, they are posturing at this point just to get the highest bid that they could possibly get.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because if Watson goes out and says, you know what, this exactly was my last game there, I'm not going back. Their leverage, they have no leverage. They have to take what they can get. So for them to come out and say, you know, we'll release J.J. Watt, right? Which is some bullshit too, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like he's been there, he's been fabled there. I get that, but he's not really. Too. I mean, can he really be?
Good.
That's what I'm saying. Is he really a Hall of Famer? Do we really think J.J. Watt is a Hall of Famer right now? I don't really say so.
He had a handful of some of the best seasons we've ever seen.
He did.
Yeah, but we also had a handful of fucking injuries and just...
I know, but multiple...
A lot of money just in the dumpster.
Multiple receiving touchdowns. I'll tell you what, he's going in the Fantasy Football Hall of Fame.
I'm talking about J.J. Watt.
Yeah. He's going to the Fantasy Football Hall of Fame.
Of course.
He's done some work if you played.
But okay, you get rid of that kind of pass rusher just because he wants to be released.
Yeah.
The season prior, you got rid of arguably the best wide receiver. You took weapons from your quarterback that you paid $40 million to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It makes absolute no sense to me that Watson is still there, and I think that what it is that the McNairs are posturing right now. They want the best possible package that they could possibly get.
Yeah.
Of course. You know what I'm saying? This is Deshaun Watson. This is, you know, a top 5 player, period, at the quarterback position, which you need these kind of guys.
Yes.
Period. You know what I'm saying? You look at Josh Allen, these young quarterbacks, that's transcending. Justin Herbert, these kind of guys, but there's been guys there that has fell out of the 5.
Yeah.
So you got a guy that's in his prime right now on the second year of his contract. Of course, you don't want to let him leave, right?
Yeah.
You got to get a package for it, and I think the best package right now, in my opinion, is probably what Miami has to offer, or given if Jacksonville wants to let go of that pick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Miami could give up Tua.
I don't think.
Which, in my opinion, I think Tua's a bust. Though. I've been saying that for a long time. We've seen it on the field. Let's be clear.
Yeah, of course.
Ryan Fitzpatrick outplayed Tua this year.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't understand why they went to Tua, or even stayed with Tua. Period. After Ryan Fitzpatrick played again.
Well, they had to stay with him just in case. That's the thing. In my opinion, you take him as your top quarterback. You have to play.
Don't got it.
I believe it.
So, if you're the McNairs, you're thinking about that. We got Tua. He could be a promising player. We could probably shape him to be a good player. Can you shape him to being a good player? Because the only quarterback I've ever seen you produce, did you produce Deshaun Watson? I don't know. Or was he already good coming out of Clemson? That's my opinion on that.
Hey, Pistol Mitch was drafted ahead of him. Okay,
get out of here.
But I'll tell you this, with the Deshaun Watson consideration, the Stafford Goff trade.
Okay.
Right, huge headline. And honestly, it happened so early on. I mean, like I said, before even the calendar year of the NFL. It kind of feels like it was...
They had to strike first.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It kind of felt like it was on that pace of, you know what, we better make this move. And that way it kind of prices out Deshaun Watson for the Niners if they were in on play. And now the Niners, they ain't going to be able to get anybody better than Garoppolo anyway. They might as well just roll with him.
There was news that they were shopping Stafford.
Yeah.
And McVay went in there and did what he always does, and has a team. Like, they have no cash to spend. The cap is one thing, right?
Yeah.
The cap don't really mean shit in football, to be honest with you. It's the cash on hand that you have to spend.
Yeah.
They don't have the cash on hand to spend, so they send the draft picks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They still owe Todd Gurley like $30 million. They still owe Goff $30 million. It makes no sense. But they go get Stafford. I don't know if that was the best trade that they could possibly do, giving up future picks. Knowing that offensive line is very old. Whitworth, he'll be 39 next year. You know what I'm saying? So, does that make your team ultimately better? Because I argue, if a healthy Kenny Golladay and a healthy Marvin Jones, a healthy Hawkinson, is a better wide receiver core or a receiving core, period, than what they have to offer in the LA Rams.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a better situation. I really don't.
Well, I'll tell you, they got a better head coach.
They got a better head coach.
They got a better defense, a lot better.
They
The
got a
Lions
way-
haven't had a good defense ever.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So I'll tell you right now, is Stafford going to take them to the promised land? I really don't think so. So it tells me that in the next couple seasons, Stafford will definitely get him probably into the playoffs. He's still a great quarterback if he can stay upright on his feet. He's been injured throughout his entire career. Early on, it was bad. He had a couple good seasons, and now it's it's turning for the worse. He's been playing with a broken back, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. I mean, he plays through injuries. I get it. Is it? In my opinion, the Lions definitely won the trade, but it set the pay for Watson. Period.
Of course, the Lions won the trade. That was the best thing that happened to the city of Detroit since Henry Ford.
Yeah, I'm telling you, because Goff is a manageable quarterback. You know what I mean? And Stafford only has probably a couple seasons left in him anyway.
Period.
So
he played with Calvin Johnson.
Yeah.
Calvin Johnson played a whole career when Tom Brady started at 30 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like, Tom Brady was 30 years old when he started. Calvin Johnson played a whole season with Matthew Stafford and got enshrined into the Hall of Fame.
I will have to tell you, hold on. That's
a fact.
Yeah, I just looked at a stat because I was looking up the Vincent Jackson stuff. We're going to talk about him a little bit later. But the year Stafford had him, 1,900 yards, right? Calvin Johnson ended up having on 202 targets. He only had 5 touchdowns that year.
That's a fact.
That was pretty crazy. That was a crazy stat. But
it's not even that. Goff only has, a couple years left on his deal. He's going to get paid good money. Detroit still has a top 7 pick.
Yeah. And they got 2 more first rounders.
And they got 2 more first rounders. That's what I'm saying.
They could possibly snatch up one of
That's
these young
the best thing that happened in Detroit
out.
since the Model T.
They
And
could
you know
possibly
what? I would have
snatch up one of these young
took that
quarterbacks
trade
coming out,
running.
And you could run Goff the next year, maybe 2, let that other quarterback
absolutely.
sit back.
And not only that, you trade a quarterback. There's controversy there to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've never seen a head coach and a quarterback, the starting quarterback, go through this kind of separation in the history of football.
Right.
You break your thumb, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You make yourself available to come back early. You struggle, okay, that's fine. You're supposed to have the best defense in the league. That's great. Where did this separation happen? This is like 2 weeks removed from you losing that football game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Something else had to happen in the locker room. I don't know if they got in a fist fight or something happened, but he just shipped him out of here like he wasn't nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Something had to happen there.
Yeah, of course. The stats on paper, they don't lie. These quarterbacks are almost identical in the touchdown rate, the interception rate. I mean, yards, Stafford's got him a little bit beat per game, but he played with Calvin Johnson, best receiver, one of the top 5 receivers of all time.
All time.
That's what I'm saying. So, it's hard to argue that. Stafford does have him on the comeback wins. Definitely 38 comeback wins in his career. Goff's only got 8 over 5 seasons. Stafford's obviously got 12 more seasons, but 38 comeback. He's got 8 comeback victories in one season compared to Goff, 8 in his career. So, don't get me wrong, Stafford's an upgrade, but
here's one thing before we leave this. I vividly remember this Kansas City LA Rams game where these guys were going back and forth. Well over the spread. It was like 50-something to 50-something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've never seen that from Matthew Stafford.
Yeah. I've seen him put up 303 tutties
that's what I'm saying. As much as he came back in the fourth quarter and everything like that, I've never seen that kind of game from him. So, to shoot it out with these guys that's going on right now, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully they'll be in the Super Bowl, and hopefully if you're a betting person,
that's what they're.
I would bet them to win the NFC West. You know what I'm saying? I would put my early money out there, just like one unit on that.
Yeah,
like easily.
Yeah, I got you. So anyway, we went off on a little bit of tangent.
Yeah,
but
for real.
Deshaun Watson.
I got a lot to say about that.
Deshaun Watson's going to be leaving eventually. You said Miami. You voiced it. Carolina's an option. There's talks about San Francisco. I doubt it. The Chicago Bears, the Indianapolis Colts,
possibly
the Falcons,
possibly Atlanta.
Yeah, Atlanta's an option, but I did
a lot of money.
You know what I mean? It's money Atlanta's got to leave on the table if they got to move Matt Ryan. So Deshaun Watson's on the move. He's going to play for somebody next year. I wouldn't be surprised if it's going to be a shocker team. I really got a feeling that somebody's going to offer.
For the fan base, I mean, you look at it like this. The ownership, the McNairs, they are saying that Deshaun Watson are their starting quarterback.
Yep.
That is not a fact. Deshaun Watson has played his last game in Houston. And I think that, like I've just been saying, they're trying to get the best package. I think it's Miami, Period. You get a young budding player in Tua. You know what I'm saying? What else? A couple of draft picks.
Yeah.
That's what you really need. If you want to throw a Miles Gaskin in there, that's fine. Because we know Aaron Jones is already looking at going out there. Mm-hmm. He's taking pictures today on Instagram in Miami. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. He's a free agent.
Yeah.
But we also know that Aaron Jones turned down top 5 money in Green Bay. So, I mean, I don't know what's going on with him personally. That shit is crazy to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I think he'll be in Miami. Or if there was any kind of hope, the man is from Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? He would be there. But I don't think
that'd be a great
I don't think
fit,
the Texans take on that contract
yeah.
for Matt Ryan. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what it ultimately would come down to.
Yeah. So Deshaun Watson's still up in the air. He's going to end up somewhere else. That's how I feel. Let's talk a little about Russell Wilson.
Okay.
Seattle Seahawks. Now, yes, he came out and great veteran. Never really talks much. Handles his business. You know what I mean? But comes out and pretty much says, hey, I need some damn help on the offensive line. That's essentially what he's doing. In my opinion, he's not trying to argue anything. He's not trying to badmouth the team. He's not trying to beat anybody up. He's saying, look, I'm tired of getting fucking sacked. Give me a damn offensive lineman.
Yeah.
You know? Plain and simple. And it's like a lot of these people, oh, well, Seattle, they're upset that Russell Wilson is going to voice his whatchamacallit and all this stuff. And it's like, I'm sorry. The Seattle Seahawks in no way, shape, or form are going to be trading Russell Wilson. I'm sorry. He's a Hall of Fame quarterback, top 3 in the league, and I say top 3 only behind probably Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers. I mean, and I still would say at the quarterback position, he has better whatchamacallit than Tom Brady right now. Playing ability, I'm sorry.
I mean, do we have... They both played in the season right now.
Yes. Yeah,
Tom Brady
he won a Super Bowl, I know, and he threw 40 touchdowns, yeah.
How could you exclude him from this conversation?
With 4 Pro Bowl offensive players
this man
and Hall of Fame players.
This man went through Drew Brees.
Yeah.
This man went through Aaron Rodgers.
Yes, I'm not.
He went through the comeback player of the year, even though the comeback player of the year did not play that game. He even had a defense behind him.
Hey, I am not bad-mouthing Brady by no means. Brady in this season might be my number 4 quarterback.
It's very easy. Seattle needed to go and get a whole bunch more defensive backs that are really young guys. Give them a bunch of Adderall, train them up to be all right. Leads to boom.
Adderall, that's a legal substance,
right?
I'm just
that's substance abuse, man.
No, they would never have done that before.
Yeah, just coke them up and they'll be fine.
Yeah, of course.
No, Russell Wilson. The thing about what Russell Wilson said, you know what I'm saying? You really have to follow what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? You look at all the shit with Deshaun Watson and everything like that. They won out. The key thing that was said with Russell Wilson is we have to get better at protecting me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We have to get better at pass protection. We have to. He's not going nowhere.
No.
He wants his money to be spent in a certain way. He wants to be protected. And I think that ultimately, you look at the Seattle Seahawks, how they have been constructed in the past. They've had a great defense. They've always ran the ball. Even when Tavares Jackson was there, it was like fucking 4 runs and a pass. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do. We pretty much had hashtags, right? We started a hashtag, free Aaron Jones, let Russ cook. Yo, I think that's what he wants to do. Because I think that Russell Wilson wants to make a lot of more money. I think that the offensive scheme that Pete Carroll is running is capping Russell Wilson to do that. And you've seen the management coming out saying that they're frustrated with Russell Wilson because Russell Wilson wants to be a quarterback.
Yeah.
He is a quarterback in the National Football League.
Yeah.
He's not a game manager. He's not an elite game manager. Russell Wilson is a quarterback, and that's what he wants to do, and he wants to make quarterback money.
Yeah.
And I really feel like that's what it is. They're trying to cap him where he's at so they can pay other positions and on the team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Of course, you look at what they had before, a dominant defense, the Legion of Boom, like you just mentioned. They can't do that paying Russell Wilson, Patrick Mahomes money.
Yeah.
Paying Deshaun Watson money.
Yeah.
You can't. But that's what he wants to do in his career. So if he moves another place, you have no choice. You're going to have to pay him or let him do what he do.
Yeah.
Get that man some offensive linemen around him.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Russell Wilson is a top quarterback in this league. He's a top talent of all time.
Russell Wilson obviously needs an offensive line. We know this. They're going to have to probably build it through the draft. It's very hard to get a good tackle. and build from the inside out in free agency. So it's plain and simple. Russ wants to stay. Seattle needs to address the offensive line and allow him to play his position to the highest potential.
I believe that, but what does Pete Carroll want to do? What does that organization want to do? You know what I mean? They're a power defense team. They're a power run team. They've built a power line to run the football. You know what I'm saying? We've seen this countless season after season. No matter how many injuries that Chris Carson has got, it's because he's taken those many carries.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Respectively. I think that, you know, what Russell Wilson wants to do is throw the football. And I think he wants to throw the football because he is that kind of talent, but ultimately because he wants to make that top kind of money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What these quarterbacks are getting now. So it's like, you look at this whole situation, and I really
he also
feel like
wants to win championships. That's how I feel too.
I mean, do you really feel like doing that wins championships? Because we've seen $500 million not win a championship this year.
Yeah, of course.
We've seen $40 million not win his championship this year.
We also saw
But
Tom Brady at 43 years old making a little less than the top guys, still making a lot, and winning a Super Bowl with a good offensive line, with elite weapons around him, and a young defense.
do we also see Tom Brady against Russell Wilson lose a Super Bowl barring of interception that probably should have been ran by beast mode?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? So, you know, to say Russell Wilson is not in the conversation of Deshaun Watson money, to say he's not in the conversation of Patrick Mahomes money, you got to be smoking rocks.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah.
He's very easily elite or the best. If you wanted to say he's the best in the league, if you took Patrick Mahomes off that team and you put Russell Wilson on that team, who was better?
Right?
I would say Russ was better.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, there's a lot of things like that. You know what I'm saying?
So you're saying get him a damn offensive line,
Yeah. Give him an offensive line. Give him what he want to do. Pay him the money.
right?
You know what I mean? If you're Pete Carroll, you're a college coach, and you've been a guru of getting these kind of players that start from day one. Then get your secondary together, bro.
Yeah.
You already got a quarterback.
Yeah.
You got DK, who's a beast, ready to happen. He was a beast this year.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Tyler Lockett. You know what I'm saying? They could pass the ball effectively, I feel like. I don't know. In that division, they need Russell Wilson.
Yes.
Think about that. They just added Matthew Stafford to this division.
Yeah.
So I think the ultimate leverage, I think Russ has that leverage, period.
Yeah.
So, you know, they just got to protect the man.
Yeah, absolutely. So Dak Prescott, still without a contract. I'm thinking Dallas has to pay him, considering the quarterback landscape. They're not gonna get Deshaun Watson. They're not gonna get. Outside of Deshaun Watson, the other quarterbacks bringing in I would not say are better than Dak Prescott, and they're in a spot where they're paying guys a lot of money to play, especially on that offense. Mark Cooper $20 million, Zeke $20 million. You gotta. In my opinion, the division 7-9 Washington football team last year. They're probably only gonna get a little bit better. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe.
But the Cowboys still have that opportunity
Dallas
with Dak
should be good enough
to win the
take
division.
that
That's what I'm
division.
saying.
But here's the thing. They were 7-9 and they won that division. In the last 17 games, Dak Prescott is 6-11.
Yeah.
And that's not ultimately his fault completely.
Right?
Their defense has not been shit.
Oh, yeah. Horrible.
Dak has padded a lot of stats, of course, but they've not won a lot of football games.
Yep.
So he's been getting the stats. He's been playing. At the beginning of this season,
Yeah,
he was a monster. He was on pace for 7,200 yards.
Yeah, something like that.
Come
You
on.
worked my fantasy game, man.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? So, does he deserve to be paid? I don't know. Because what we do know is you look at the quarterbacks that's been coming out in recent history. Kyler Murray,
You're right.
Baker Mayfield, Lamar Jackson, Patrick
Herbert.
Mahomes. These guys, Herbert, these guys are here to play. And you think about this next quarterback draft class.
Justin Fields.
Justin
Trey
Fields.
Lance.
Trey Lance. Trey Lance is a beast. He looks like a hybrid Dak Prescott. Zach Wilson,
Yeah.
BYU. You know they don't play no games there. So if you want a safe bet at picking the draft pick, BYU, that's a Mormon school.
Yeah.
There ain't no drinking. There ain't no frat parties. There ain't none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? He's going to
I'm
be
sure
ready,
they a little
pro ready
sneaky.
and play. I feel like the one that's out of the pocket, Trevor Lawrence, he's going to have to prove something. I really do. I think he's been dynamic in college, but so was Tim Tebow. And we've seen what happened to him. I have these hunches all the time.
I'll tell you what, it's good that he's playing.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, you know what? But before you get into that, Trevor Lawrence, don't get me wrong. It's good he's joining a division where it's not strong on the defensive end for sure. You got the Colts that absolutely are a great defense. But outside of that, Texas defense not very good. Tennessee Titans not very good. You know what I mean? So it's like, I mean, it's an easier division to actually jump into.
It really is. And thinking about, you know, your college success, you know, you being the number 1 draft pick. Your head coach is Urban Meyer. You know what I'm saying? Who's like a beast. Urban Meyer's like probably better than Nick Saban in my opinion. The godfather of RPO. And that just fits what you do well. And you got James Robinson and all these guys. And who knows? Maybe you got Allen Robinson back.
Yeah.
On the Jacksonville Jaguars next season.
That'd be great
you know
for him.
I'm saying? Yeah. But you still have to prove it.
Yeah.
What I've seen from Trey Lance, what I've seen from Zach Wilson, these guys are probably going to be Pro Bowlers. Now back to what we were talking about in Dak Prescott. It leaves him in a very precarious place because Jerry Jones can move on from Dak Prescott.
Yes.
It don't really seem like he want to pay him at all.
No.
Given the targets. Now let's remember.
They could tag him again.
Let's remember. No matter how many stats he padded, there was still an inconsistency there. And they gave up a number 1 draft pick for Amari Cooper, who's still on that team.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if he gets traded to anywhere else, will he have that same success, knowing that he had that injury?
Yeah.
Look at Carson Wentz. Look at David Carr. These are the same kind of players. They wasn't shit after that injury.
Yeah.
And you could say a lot of things. Yeah, Carson Wentz, he got sacked 50 times this year. The offensive line fell apart. The wide receivers fell apart.
Fell apart.
You know what I'm saying?
Who did he have on offense?
But Jalen Hurts played very well under that same team. So that's what I'm saying about these newer quarterbacks. I think the league maybe have to, get with the NFL Players Union, up the salary cap, or revolutionize the way that they do these contracts with these quarterbacks. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
You also have to figure out if you're Dallas and you are going to move on from Dak Prescott and you are going to pick up a rookie.
Trey Lance.
Seeing the way that Zeke worked with not an effective quarterback last year, you pretty much got to move that too.
Ain't nobody gonna pay.
That's what I'm saying. No one's gonna eat the contract, so they're gonna have to roll with it. And
Would you take Aaron Jones, Chris Carson, or fucking Ezekiel Elliott? Given the money base, I would take Aaron Jones.
I would.
You know what I mean? Like
we haven't seen Aaron Jones carry a full workload. That's my only problem.
We never seen Jamal Charles do it either.
He didn't have to. There's a difference. Some running backs.
Chris Carson, we've seen him carry the workload, and he only won $8 million.
Yeah. 280 though. So he's gonna carry you 280. He ain't gonna get you to.
I wouldn't buy Zeke. I wouldn't buy Zeke.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So if you're Dallas, does it really behoove you to try and keep Dak?
No, I think you keep Zeke. I think Zeke has a lot of left in the tank. I think just with everything that's going on, he ain't gonna risk his body. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's what it is. Given like in the preseason, I predicted the shit with Zeke. Like something was gonna happen. I didn't see Dak going down like that though. You know what I'm saying?
No one did.
It's gruesome. Like
that's terrible.
You never wish something like that on somebody.
No.
Like,
especially
but I seen
someone that was tagged and doesn't have a contract for.
I seen the decline in Zeke a little bit because I felt like they got CeeDee Lamb in that draft. They already had Amari Cooper, Michael Gallup. I think that was going to be more pass happy. You seen it when they got rid of Witten. I felt like Jarwin was there before he got hurt. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like he was going to be more pass happy. And then guess what happened? He was on track for 7,200 yards. So, I mean, I don't think Zeke was really in that game plan completely. But also, when Zeke was running, he didn't look like those Zeke.
I know.
Let's be real.
Yeah.
Let's be real. He did not look like that at all. He was giving snaps to Tony Pollard out of Memphis.
Right.
He was like, you know what I'm saying? Daryl Henderson's backup. Like, come on, bro.
Is Dak a Dallas Cowboy next year?
That's hard for to say. That's hard for me to say. Period.
It's hard if they
With
do
these quarterbacks coming
if they do re-sign him. If they do re-sign him, I think they'll go back closer to the original contract. They had disputes over, probably in the mid-range of around $30 million for 3-4 years. There's no way Dak can turn down
Well,
Even
Dak, here's
90
the
to
deal.
120
Dak,
over 3
Dak,
years.
Dak wanted a
3 years, 4
shorter-term
years.
contract, supposedly. So, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But
No, he wanted a longer-term contract.
There's a lot of teams out there right now. Chicago, maybe they could use it. Dak Prescott. You know what I
of
mean?
course.
Yeah, but Mr. Trubisky's out there. Or,
No. Yeah, he's
Who
still.
else?
Yeah, guess
Who
what?
else
He's
we
still
got
out there. He's still
Don't get it wrong. Dak Prescott is a monster. I feel like he's a top end quarterback in this league.
Yeah.
But
He's on the plus side of the 16
the
for sure.
toxicity with him and Jerry Jones,
Yeah, I know.
they're beyond a point to where like they're friends.
All of a sudden,
They're
I'm
not.
going to take a contract.
Yeah,
I mean,
you
that's
know
hard
what I'm
to
saying?
say.
It's
Unless he
just
throws a fat paycheck.
Unless he gives him what
drops
he
the-
wants.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't
know.
think
drops
anybody
the
else
dump
is dropping 30 mil in his lap.
I mean, I'll tell you what.
Every other team in the NFL.
And Dallas
will.
Cowboys let him walk, and the Chicago Bears signed him. You know what I mean? Plain and simple.
Maybe.
They don't have a quarterback under contract.
Maybe.
So, but anyway, let's talk about Drew Brees real quick. Possible
Okay.
retirement if he does retire.
What's ridiculous? He ain't announced it.
I know, but there's
Which
talk.
means he's probably going to be back.
I'm telling you right now, the salary cap's so damn large, I don't see it. That's what I'm saying. So, I don't know. Let's say they re-sign Jameis Winston to arguably possibly be the starter there.
He should be the starter.
Yeah. So that's definitely a possibility there with Jameis Winston. And Jameis Winston's a free agent. He can end up with a lot of different
He should
teams.
be a starter with the limitations. Like him and Taysom Hill could be a tandem
Just
that
like
we've never
it was-
seen.
Just like it
And
was with
they're
Drew
very-
Brees, though.
No, I don't think it would be just like Drew Brees. Drew Brees has been the crypt keeper for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Like he don't got it no more, man.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like Winston
man,
and
Hall of
Taysom
Famer,
could
but,
get it done with what Sean Payton want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got Alvin Kamara. You know, you'll have a whole full healthy Michael Thomas. You still got Emmanuel Sanders. Jared Cook can still be there. Trickle Swift emerged last year. That offense is loaded. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, why would you ever tell Drew Brees,
Right.
even encourage him to come back?
Right?
Just go ahead and retire, bro. I mean, the only thing that I can see is like you seen Brady win it again, right? Bro, you're not Brady. Let's just let's just be clear.
Yep.
You've lost a lot of NFC championship games when you were the top team
Yep.
at home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, you don't got it no more, man. Let's just be real. Like, you broke all those ribs and everything. Like, you're old, bro.
Yeah.
Get over it.
Yeah.
Yeah. For the first 4 downs, you already know what it is.
B. Scott.
It's
Third wheel.
G-O-D. You already know what it is. Yeah. You see the sign.